What's going on, guys? Chase with iDub Hockey, hanging out with Spencer, who's the brand manager of Goalie for Bauer Hockey. Spencer, we have your two new masks for 2020 in front of us. Let's start with this new 9060. What are a couple really big upgrades we're going to find from top to bottom?
Yeah, so this is actually going to now live under the Bauer family. So this will be the Bauer 960. We're no longer going to be using profile. And the reason for that is that we've just redefined our fits a little bit. So this will now come in small, medium, and large, where historically it only came in small, medium, and medium large. So if you are someone who wears a small medium today, you would wear the medium. If you're someone who's in a medium large, you'd wear the large. The small is the all new fit overall, just giving that elite level goalie just a bit of a better fit at that smaller size instead of having to wear something a little lower than maybe their level of play.
A little more
So
fine
when we
fit, almost, right?
Yeah, exactly. So really just trying to get into the overall fit, making sure that a goalie is protecting arguably the most important thing on their body. We want to make sure that they're protecting it at all levels.
Awesome. Well, let's hop into tech and spec. Well, what can we find inside the 960?
So really what separates the 960 from the XPM of 2016 is that we have an all new smack wrap shell. So the smack wrap shell is an insert into our comp shell that it layers it and it eliminates vibration. So how we do that is that think about the way that the puck makes impact or an elbow or a body makes contact with it, is that we want to deaden the vibration throughout, because the less vibration, the less stress on the goalie's head. So complemented with that is that we have a pour-on XRD liner with IX foam. So what that allows us to do is have an elite level liner that really absorbs a lot of that energy. So anything that is making its way through the shell will go into the liner, and that way it doesn't actually go onto the goalie's head, protecting them better than any previous Bauer mask that we've made.
And for someone who hasn't maybe checked out Pour-On XRD, what's a couple cool facts about that elite level smartphone?
Yeah, so basically the biggest thing is just the way that it absorbs impact, is that it doesn't spread the energy out. So think about it. I always love the test that they showed us one year at a meeting, is that if you drop a bowling ball on it, the bowling ball won't even bounce. It basically dies because all of that energy is absorbed right in the impact zone. It doesn't disperse out, and that way it protects better overall. And that's why you see us put it into masks, into chest protectors, into goalie pads, whatever we put it in, it's really trying to focus on that impact disbursement.
Awesome. So what are a couple key features that we're going to see trickling down into the 930 now?
Yeah, so the 930 gets a little more of a profile look. So the 930 will replace your Enemy 4. So it is a polycarbonate shell, but we've now put on a profile wire for better overall vision for the goalie, and just some upgrades for stainless steel hardware, so that way it lasts a little bit longer, doesn't rust. But then also too, we've upgraded the VN foam on the inside of the mask just for better overall protection, as well as this entry-level mask.
So a little more of a traditionally built mask, but still going to offer a ton of value and protection for that competitive level goalie, correct?
Yeah, this would be a little more of the rec level goalie, so that basically that right at that entry level, as we are using only single density VN. So with that being said, it's still great impact disbursement overall with the polycarbonate, because the polycarbonate does have a little bit of flex to it, and it allows the mask itself to absorb it rather than stiff. That would just translate right into the goalie's head.
Perfect, Spence. Well, thank you so much for calling in and walking us through your guys' mask for 2020. And then for you goalies at home, you want to check out more Bauer masks, make sure you go to icewarehouse.com.